So majority of the Mortal Kombat 1 roster has been revealed, and I have a few questions that need some answering. That and what I like and don't like about it, as well as the direction NetherRealm Studios went into regarding certain character aspects, so stay tuned for that. The overall roster so far looks very appealing, especially with the addition of the cameo characters, which presumably has the ability for more variation, which is definitely a standout comparing it with previous Mortal Kombat games, mainly Mortal Kombat 9 to 11, although it must be said that the tag team element was previously featured in Mortal Kombat 9, but the main difference here is that it's mainly an assist element rather than a full-on 2-on-2 tag mode, if that makes sense. What's also prevalent is the inclusion of the 3D era characters, something that many people have waited a very long time for, because the last time we've seen them playable was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and that was back in 2006. Now, because of this, there is a noticeable gap when it comes to the combat kits and characters introduced in Mortal Kombat 11, because the only ones featured in this game, albeit as a DLC character, is Takeda Takahashi and Geras, who is actually in the main roster. And although the classic characters make a comeback, they're mostly featured as cameos. It's weird how the literal Special Forces members Sonya and Jax have not been included in the main roster, which begs the question, does it still exist? Because Earthrealm has not had to deal with any kind of threat to my understanding in Liu Kang's timeline, but we'll have to see how things turn out when the game eventually releases, because I do remember the Special Forces existed before the whole ordeal in the original 1992 Mortal Kombat game. Regarding the character designs and art style, it's a major departure given that NetherRealm Studios developed the game on a completely different game engine. Because if I recall correctly, the one they've been using was from MK vs DC, which was back in 2008, and over time the game's engine's graphic capability was tweaked, but eventually reached the point where I think the development team was limited as to what they could do and proceeded to develop on a different game engine. Hence where we're at today. The art style has gone in a more realistic and vibrant tone given the current characters' designs that were shown. And overall, I do like the direction that the development team has gone into. Most outfits look appealing, and some might disagree with me, but I do in fact like the design of Tanya as well. Because me, myself and I, coming from a place with a very diverse collective that is South Africa, I think it's a good idea to see some representation, and I have no issue with that. Now, what I do have an issue with is the design of Kung Lao and Havoc. Not so much Ashura, because while she looks stunning, just one drawback is the hat. Where is her hat? I want to see it. Anyway, back to Kung Lao. His overall design seems, I don't know, bland. No shade, I'm not a professional when it comes to this. I'm just seeing this from a consumer point of view. The outfit looks very unappealing to me personally. I would have loved to see a more traditional Shaolin type of outfit, if that makes sense, like in the aspect of the great Kung Lao, because my suspicion is that he might not even make an appearance, even though we saw him in the Mortal Kombat 11 ending. Anyway, on to Havoc. If you look at his previous design in Deception and the current one, there are a few differences regarding his facial structure, if that makes sense. Yes, his skull is exposed in the new game, but if you see clearly in the Deception design, he also has some type of helmet on his face. And I would have liked to see his skull more exposed, because all I'm getting at this moment is flesh at most. But overall, this won't hinder the experience within the game. There is a possibility of alternate costumes and skins to buy, and what's more important is the gameplay, something that I might explore in a future video. And that is all I wanted to discuss today. If you have anything else to add, feel free to speak your mind in the comment section. I'll be back if there's any updates, and don't forget to join my live stream where I'm busy completing the story mode of Injustice 2.